Hello and welcome back to my channel, or hello and welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then I'm Jennifer. I'm a mum to a little boy called Ralph who is 3, and I have baby number 2 on the way. I just make lifestyle and mummy videos, and this is my 16-week pregnancy update. So this week has been a little bit different for me because I've actually been on a hen do in Mallorca. It was my sister-in-law's hen do, and even though I'm pregnant, like, I was not missing that for the world. And I thought I might have been like the boring pregnant sober one, but I actually had a brilliant time. Like, I did get a bit tired in the evenings and I didn't make it out to the clubs. Like, they all partied till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, but I think I was in bed by about 11:30. But you know what, it was brilliant. I had a full uninterrupted night's sleep, which was great. I wasn't actually the only pregnant one. The maid of honour was also pregnant, so I did have a bump buddy to go home with. But we just had a great time. I got really involved in the day. We went to the Nikki Beach closing party, and it was like a red theme, so we all had to wear red swimming costumes and the bride was in white. You might have seen some of my pictures on my Instagram account. And it did feel a bit weird, like, because some people were really dressed up and there's me walking in pregnant in a red swimming costume. But I had a brilliant day. Like, I had a little sit down when I needed to, had a little dance when I wanted to. And it was great. I really enjoyed myself. We just had a brilliant time. I'm feeling quite hungry this week, but not necessarily just hungry for food. Like, I'm hungry for healthy food. Now, I don't know if that's because of my first trimester when I literally just binged on whatever I could get my hands on, and that sort of comfort food, you know, like bread and carbs and beige and all of that. Because of the nausea, that's all I wanted. Or whether it's maybe something to do with this weekend that I've ate a lot of like burgers and chips because that was the safest thing for me to eat while I was pregnant out there. Like, I couldn't have sushi and some of the things that were on the menu. So I'm not sure what is triggering this, but I just really want green things and fruit. And I had a baguette at the airport that was like hummus and avocado and stuff like that, and it was just, do you know what, I loved it. And I feel like that I'm just really craving like nutritious, healthy food at the moment. When you're pregnant, they do tell you that you can suffer with bleeding gums, and I have really suffered with that this week. And I had a toothache and it was coming on. It was like 4 days in and it was getting worse. And I was like, I've got to go and see my dentist. So I booked an appointment for the next day. Luckily, when I woke up that morning, it had calmed down a little bit, but I still went and saw the dentist anyway. And I'm so glad it's calmed down because they are really reluctant to do a lot when you're pregnant. Like, they won't give you an x-ray. And he said unless he saw that there was something wrong, he would just be inclined to sort of leave it and monitor it. And I'm thinking, oh no, I've got to go like another 6 months with a toothache. But luckily it has calmed down. The one bonus is that when you are pregnant, if you have seen your midwife, you should have been given a maternity exemption certificate that you send off in the post. And then when that comes back, it will come back as like a little credit card size card, and that is your exemption form. So you get all free like prescriptions during your pregnancy and a year after your baby's born, and you get free dental treatment. So I went and saw my dentist for free. That was a bonus. But yeah, it seems to have calmed down now, which is brilliant. I've just been cleaning my teeth a lot more often, been using mouthwash, been flossing, and fingers crossed the problem seems to have gone away. So hoping that's the end of that one. So as you would expect, my belly is just growing by the day. I'm pregnant, of course it's going to grow. I'm just still struggling to get my head around how quickly it's growing compared to my first pregnancy. Like, I'm 16 weeks, but I feel about 25 weeks compared to my pregnancy with Ralph. And I feel really achy and sore, and I just don't remember feeling like this early on. But I think it's just because I'm so much bigger, quicker, that everything is just stretching. I feel like my belly is starting to touch my legs when I sit down, which just feels really strange. But, you know, I'm pregnant, I've got a lovely bump, and I feel pregnant. People are seeing that I'm pregnant, and I do love that side of it. Because I'm a lot bigger, quicker this time round, I feel like I need a lot more maternity clothes. I don't know how, but when I was pregnant with Ralph, I managed to get through nearly my whole pregnancy without really buying too much. I don't know if it's because he was a summer baby and I got away with just wearing a lot of my summer clothes and my loose fitting dresses and, you know, summer tops. But with this baby, I'm going to be going through the winter, and I think that that maybe is why like I need a few more bits, and also just because I feel so big and uncomfortable. I just feel so uncomfortable already, and I can't bear anything to be around my belly. Like, I've got jeans on that are literally up here. I've got the over the bump jeans, I'll show you. Yeah, so I've got these ones on, and at night I can't wear my pyjamas, even though they're loose enough to still wear. I can't bear that band around my stomach, so I'm wearing nighties, which I never wear, but are actually really comfortable. So the last few symptoms that I've been experiencing is that I am really thirsty. So I've got a water bottle and I've just been carrying that around with me everywhere, but I do like my water really, really cold, so I've been putting ice in that. And the last one is that my boobs are just so sore. They still feel like they're growing, but I feel like they are so tender that I have to keep them in a bra. I didn't wear a bra to bed the other night, and I just rolled over, and the weight that they felt like that they rolled with me was just like, oh my god, they are so tender. So I have been keeping them in a bra, nice and supported, but I have bought a few bras that don't have any underwire in them, so they are a lot more comfortable. So at 16 weeks, you normally have your next midwife appointment, and I've actually got mine in 3 days time, so I'll update you all on that one in my next video. But mine is actually going to be with a consultant. I think I did mention in my previous videos that I'm actually classed as high risk with this pregnancy. Because I had an emergency cesarean with my son Ralph, I've had a miscarriage since then, and I've had some bleeding in this pregnancy. They just want to make sure that everything's okay, so I'll actually be having my appointment with a consultant. So let's move on to the baby. The baby is about the size of an avocado and weighs about 3 to 4 ounces and is about 5 inches in length. So according to a few of my baby apps, I did mention last week that the baby's eyes are starting to be quite sensitive to light. That is still continuing, and although the eyelids are still sealed shut, the baby's eyes are actually making small side to side movements. The baby's face is also developing more as well. The eyes and the ears are now in their final place. Eyebrows are starting to form and eyelashes. And the baby does have a thin layer of skin, although this is quite like transparent at the moment. And if you actually could see the baby, you'd be able to see all like the blood vessels and everything like that under the skin. My baby's chest is expanding and contracting, drawing amniotic fluid into the lungs and preparing the lungs for breathing. And the last thing is my uterus is continuing to expand and move forward, which is making room for my growing baby and probably explains my more prominent baby bump. So that is my 16-week pregnancy update. Hope you liked this video. Thank you again for all your lovely comments that you have been leaving me. I really love reading them, and I know a few of you are pregnant as well, so I hope that you're all feeling well. But thanks again for watching, and I will see you all at week 17. Bye!